everybody out there in the Frontline universe. I'm Chris and welcome back to another comic book review. In this review, I'll be reviewing Superman, Lois and Clark, issue number 7. This is the Superman book that you guys should be reading each and every month. I love this book. This is an excellent read each and every time I read it. This is following the old, now dead, DC Universe Superman, his wife Lois, and his son John, as they are making their life in the new DC Universe. And here's some artwork from the book. The artwork this time around, I don't know, for some reason, there were just certain points in the artwork, like the art here, where, I don't know, it just, for some reason, it just didn't feel like the other issues. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's because of that, but like, see, like the panel here with John with his face, I don't know, it just felt a little bit off. Here's the full page. I'm looking at the camera to make sure I got it all on the camera. So yeah, the artwork just felt a little different to me. I'm not sure if the artist is the same that was on the last issue. But either way, it didn't take away from the book, though. I really enjoyed this book a lot. This is definitely a book that you guys should be reading. It's only 7 issues in. I believe there's only like an issue or 2 left to go before this ends, and then we get into DC Comics Rebirth. But anyway, the book, last time, the issue 6 ended with Lois finding out that John is starting to develop his powers, because Superman's son. And in this issue, it opens up with him basically breaking down the door and them getting out of the burning building. However, Intergang is out there waiting for the building to crumble, and they see them come out, so they're still in trouble. While somewhere else, Clark is fighting this MTV supervillain, and he thinks it's a legitimate villain until the mask falls off, and he's like, "You're not him. You're a wannabe." And he's like, "Yeah, this is all acting. I'm only doing this for this woman down there who's recording the whole thing for badass TV." And Superman gets so pissed. He's like, "This universe is so foreign to me, and if I didn't have somewhere I needed to be, because he knows that Lois and John needs him, he said this would get ugly." But you could see that he's just not fitting in with this universe, because this universe is too edgy for him. And I'm glad that Dan Jurgens shows that, because it shows the dynamic change in universes from where they came from and where we're at now. And as a reader, I definitely respect that a lot. So we get then back to John and Lois. Clark flies in. He saves the day, dressed as Superman, in his Superman suit still. Takes out Intergang without them seeing him, and basically rushing off at super speed to get them back to the farm before they get spotted or Intergang could even figure out where they went. And then the big talk sort of happens, where John already put together that his mother's Lois Lane and that his dad could be Superman. And there it is, standing in front of him, his dad in a Superman outfit, but not the Superman outfit. And he's like, "You guys have been lying to me all this time." And they're like, "We need to explain." They try to explain it to him, and he listens, which I like that John, it shows that Lois and Clark really raised their son right, where he didn't just run off going, "You lied to me, I don't love you anymore, I hate." He actually stands by, and he actually wants to hear why, or the explanation. And they explain that they came from a different universe, that their counterparts exist in this world, so that's why they hide out. And also they didn't tell John that Clark was Superman to protect John also. And basically John gets the whole rundown, the truth about his dad, about who he is, about where he comes from and where his family comes from. And now it's like he has to deal with that. And then we get this other woman that came into Earth from space. I believe her name was Viscera. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but she finds Hank Hansaw and ends up taking the gem away from him that she's been looking for. However, we find out that the gem is only half of the gem. Where's the other gem? Back to Superman again. He gets this weird vision, and I don't understand how he gets this really weird vision. Is it a new power, or somebody's trying to leave him a mess? I don't know, but he sees something bad's going to happen, and he's like, "I have to go. I have to do something, and something's trying to find me, and I don't want it to find me here with you guys. I want to keep you guys safe." So he zooms off, and that's the page that you guys saw, the last page I showed you guys, where John's like, "That's so awesome," and Lois is like, "Yeah, that never gets old." And then we find out that the other piece to the shard is in Clark's Fortress of Solitude. And this story arc is really building up. I love that now John knows who he is and knows that his father is a Superman, and how he's going to process all this. And we all know where this is going because we saw the rebirth. We saw that there's going to be a book with him dressed up as a Superboy. We all know where his route is going, where he's going to attempt to become a teen superhero like his dad. And I like that. I like that a lot. But I feel like Rebirth kind of not spoiled where John is going, but we know where John's going technically at the same time. We know that now that he knows his dad is Superman, his powers are going to start to develop. His father's going to start teaching him how to control them. And what is that going to lead to? Him becoming Superboy. Will Connor show up in DC Comic Rebirth? Which Connor will it be? Probably the new DCU Connor, because I don't believe the Connor from the old DCU is going to make it to this world, at least. And will there be a conflict between the two of them on who's Superboy? That's for a later tale. This issue, though, was excellent. I'm loving Lois and Clark. Lois and Clark truly feels like a Superman story I haven't read in a very long time, and it's great to have. I know a lot of people are probably upset where their superheroes kind of were ended in the DC universe, but somehow Superman, out of all of them, survived from the old DC universe, and he's back. And I kind of feel that, I'm happy about it because at least my Superman I know survived from when I started reading comics, but at the same time, it's a really great book. I enjoy it each and every time it comes out. This is a 5-star book. I enjoy it. I would actually say 4.5 this time, to be honest, just because the artwork was a little sketchy at times. But at the same time, it didn't take away from the book. I love this book. I always recommend it. Out of all the DC comics right now, when it comes to Superman, this is the #1 book I recommend, followed by American Alien, which is the Superman miniseries going on right now. And this is technically considered a miniseries because it's ending, I think, at issue 8 or 9. With that, that's it for this comic review, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about Superman, Lois and Clark, issue #7. Did you like it? Didn't you like it? Were you indifferent towards it? Are you not reading Superman? Are you waiting for DC Comics Rebirth? Because I know a lot of people are. Let me know. Also, while you're down there, also don't forget to check out all the awesome links connected right here on Comic Frontline, comicfrontline.com. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, maybe you might want to, because each and every day there's something new coming up on the YouTube channel, and you guys are not going to want to miss out on a single video here. Until next time, everybody, take care, keep reading, keep collecting, and I will see you guys really soon in the next video.